The large furnace. One of the most important parts of progression in Rust, a large furnace offers you the ability to refine your ore much faster and requiring less wood. Many players look to integrate this into the build much later in the wipe, and for that you have a few options, including attaching it to your base, building a compound, or my personal favorite, a dedicated furnace base. While there are a few different furnace-based designs, today we're going over one of my favorite and the cheapest design. One that allows for quick depot, cooking, all while keeping an eye out for door campers. Since this base can be built without actually having the large furnace until later, you can actually put this base down early in the wipe, securing your location even if you don't have the BP. Today's video is sponsored by Outplayed. Outplayed is an app designed to record your gameplay and so much more. With Outplayed, you'll never have to worry about missing out on those amazing moments in almost all of your games. With options to record the entire session, or just key moments, you'll be ready no matter what happens. Add that personal touch with its in-app webcam capture to get those genuine reactions. Of course, when all is said and done, easily edit your clips or gameplay in-app using its own video editor. Then you can upload the clips directly to your friends or straight to your own channel. Download Outplayed today using the link description to support the channel. The terrain for this build doesn't matter too much as long as you have a relatively flat area for this centerpiece. That means these triangles here would be in a relatively flat area and you're able to place honeycombing around on each side. As long as you're able to do that, go ahead and upgrade the exterior honeycomb and then we can decide which way we'd like the base to face. Knowing that we've got lower parts in the back here, expanding outwards could be problematic, so I'm going to opt for this side over here. Filling in this honeycomb area here, we're going to be able to use that as a walkway, and we'll place our TC at the back here. I usually like to go pretty much away from the front door, pretty much directly at the back. It's just a personal preference, and of course you might change depending on yours, but for your doorway, I do recommend using a double door. For basically anything inside this build, the double door is going to be your go-to way to do this, just to avoid running into any issues throughout the building process. Also, with the large furnace in the way in the center, things can get a little complicated and you really are just going to benefit from having those double doors. Coming out your front door section here, we're going to put a single door on one of the sides. It doesn't matter too much, you're just picking your battles there. And then we're going to put an inward facing wall on each one of these two sections. While that might seem like an odd choice, it's going to make sense shortly here. We're just going to put double doors for later here and seal off all of the roof pieces here. Again, right now we're only sealing off in the honeycombed areas and everything else we're going to leave open. However, this is not ideal, so we're going to go ahead and get those roof pieces and get this sealed up so this can function as a base for now. Adding roof triangles through the floors here, we can go around and upgrade all of those. And from this point, you're going to want to upgrade them to wood. That is right, we're going to wood and not stone, people. It can be a lot easier to upgrade them from the outside. Of course, make sure your door is closed. At this point, we can actually go ahead and destroy all of these interior pieces here. And these side rooms, I like to use just for the little furnaces. It's a nice little place that you can tuck in up to 6 of them, basically meaning you can take all of your cooking outside of your main base. Over here, we're going to create 2 temporary identical loot rooms by just creating a little bit of shelving, destroying the bottom piece, and upgrading these to wood. Next, when you get your boxes, we're going to be placing 2 boxes into each of these sections on each level. With the recent box update, this creates a ton of room for storage. More than enough for 1 box for each of your dedicated materials, including wood, stone, sulfur, and metal. For these, you can go with double doors. I prefer to just go with windows. It's going to be really annoying to the raider, and you have real easy accessibility to all of your boxes without any trouble. And a window is pretty cheap to toss in there for a fairly high raid cost. Right here, we are going to put another double door, and I'm going to fill this section in here with more double doors. Ultimately, I would like to get all of these interior doors eventually upgraded to garage doors, as it just makes life a lot easier for getting through the base. For all of your garage doors, you should have the rollers opening inwards. That's going to help reduce the ability for anybody to see them from the outside, and then they won't know if you've got any rooms here or if it's just honeycomb. Coming back inside, we've got the larger issue of we still don't have that large furnace in here. And as you might have guessed, we can't place the large furnace no matter how much we try. That's because with the roof sealed in, it's not going to let you place it. That said, if we come outside here, we can work our way upstairs, giving us better access to the roof pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade every second piece to stone. That's right, not every piece, just every second piece. You can also do it from outside, but it does get a little tricky. Once you've got that done, make your way back inside, and you'll notice that your roof piece has gone a little funky. Now, at this point, if you still can't place it, you might have to make one more of them stone, and there you go. With the roof all opened up, it's no longer detecting as an issue, and you can freely place your furnace. Now, I do recommend making sure you place your furnace as far to the back as possible, which is going to give you better access to move around your base. And of course, if you would like to make it even easier to get up and down and around here, placing your starting foundations at a higher elevation is going to make this jump a lot easier, and that'll make getting to these back rooms a lot easier as well. Of course, once you're ready to seal back up, simply upgrade the remaining pieces to stone. And once that's done, you should have your fully sealed base again. Coming over here, we're going to add a nice little airlock. Doesn't matter which way you go too much. I would suggest adding a window on one side of it, which is going to really help make sure that you're not dealing with any door campers. In addition to the window, if you haven't already, I recommend grabbing the factory door from the shop. The factory door comes with a built-in window, which can be very useful to get those angles to make sure nobody's door camping you. In addition to putting these furnaces at the back here, it can be really helpful if you actually put a drop box in above them. You might have to come into the other side to do so, but from the outside, you should be able to add a drop box high up here. And by adding these to multiple of your furnace rooms, as well as even your loot room or your front area, you can save yourself on your way home from any time where you might get ganked. That is, if you don't have time to fully get into your base, but you have some loot that you don't want to lose, you can easily send it through there. By having some go into your loot rooms with your furnaces, you get that extra security if it would be fairly difficult for a raider to get into it, as well as that quick drop box access anytime you need to. As well here, I do recommend if you're not going to put the drop box here and you put it in the loot rooms, this spot is the great spot for a locker. By tucking in a locker here, you can nicely fit it behind this extra garage door. Couple that with a bag or a bed in here, and you have a nice respawn area in case your main base is ever in trouble. This will help you spawn in here, grab that kit, grab any loot you need, and get out into the action. If you guys like the base design, if you guys like the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for future content. And of course, let me know down below in the comments what kind of base you might want to see for the next video. Until next time, enjoy your wipe, and peace out.